Learn English easily with Pro English.
Welcome back to the Speak English podcast. Today, we are declaring war. We are declaring war on the most boring, lazy, and overused word in the English language. That word is very. Very good, very bad, very happy, very sad. When you use very, you are killing your English. You sound robotic. Today, we are going to teach you 5 strong adjectives that will instantly make you sound more intelligent, more emotional, and more fluent.
I am definitely guilty of this. Very is my safety blanket. When I don't know the exact word, I just add very to a simple word. It was a very good movie. I am very tired. It works, right? People understand me. Why is it a problem? Is it grammatically wrong?
It is not grammatically wrong, but it is stylistically weak. Think of it like cooking. Good is like pasta. Very good is pasta with a little salt. But excellent or fantastic is pasta with a rich, spicy sauce. When you use strong adjectives, you paint a picture. When you use very, you just do math, good plus 1. So let's start with the most common offender, good. Instead of very good, what can we say?
Okay, the pizza was very good. I could say, great, or maybe delicious if it's food, but what if it's a movie? The movie was delicious sounds weird.
Exactly. Delicious is specific to food. For a movie, a book, or an experience, the top-tier words are fantastic, amazing, excellent, brilliant, very common in the UK. The movie was fantastic. The service was excellent. Notice the energy. It was very good sounds polite but bored. It was fantastic sounds enthusiastic.
Fantastic, I like that. It feels energetic. What about the opposite, bad? The traffic was very bad. The weather is very bad. I usually say terrible. Is that strong enough?
Terrible is perfect. It is a strong adjective. You can also use awful. The weather is awful, horrible. The coffee was horrible, dreadful, a bit more formal British. Be careful with false friends. In some languages, terrible can mean great, like terrific. In English, terrible is always bad, 100 bad. If you say the movie was terrible, you hated it.
Got it, terrible equals bad. Okay, let's talk about size. Very big. New York is a very big city. My house is very small. Very big sounds like a child talking. Look at the very big dog.
Yes, it sounds juvenile. For very big, use huge. Pronounced with a strong H, huge, massive. A massive headache, enormous. An enormous building, giant. For very small, use tiny. A tiny insect. Minuscule, scientific, technical. New York is a huge city. My apartment is tiny. See the contrast? Huge vs tiny. It's much more dramatic.
Tiny, I love that word. It sounds small. Okay, what about feelings? This is where I struggle. Very happy and very sad. I usually say I am very happy, or I am so happy. Is there a word for exploding with happiness?
Yes, for very happy, use thrilled. I was thrilled to get the job. This implies excitement plus happiness. Delighted. I am delighted to meet you. This is polite and charming, overjoyed, a bit literary. For daily conversation, thrilled is the best. I'm thrilled about the news.
Thrilled, like a thriller movie. No, that's scary. Thrilled means excited, happy. Got it. And for very sad, I was very sad when my cat died.
For deep sadness, use devastated. I was devastated by the news. This means destroyed emotionally, heartbroken. Specifically for love or loss, miserable, very sad and uncomfortable, usually for a long time. He has been miserable since he lost his job. She was devastated about the breakup. These words carry weight. Very sad feels light. Devastated feels heavy.
Devastated, that is a powerful word. Okay, one more category, temperature. Very hot and very cold. It is very hot in Spain in August. It is very cold in Canada.
For very hot, boiling, like water. It's boiling outside, scorching, burning, a scorching summer day. For very cold, freezing, turning to ice. Put on a coat, it's freezing. Frigid, formal weather reports. In conversation, we almost always use boiling and freezing. Can I open a window? It's boiling in here.
Boiling, Okay, so let's review our strong list: good, fantastic; bad, terrible; big, huge; small, tiny; happy, thrilled; sad, devastated; hot, boiling; cold, freezing. But Michael, I have a grammar question. Can I mix them? Can I say, it is very freezing, or I am very thrilled? Because very makes it stronger, right? So very freezing must be super cold.
Stop, you have just found the most important grammar rule of this lesson. You cannot use very with strong adjectives. Very freezing is wrong. Very huge is wrong. Very fantastic is wrong. Why? Because strong adjectives already include the idea of very. Freezing equals very cold. So very freezing equals very, very cold. It is redundant. Very only works with base adjectives: good, bad, hot, cold.
Oh no, I definitely say very wonderful and very huge. So what do I use if I want to emphasize it? If huge isn't enough and I want to say super huge, what is the word?
The magic word is absolutely. You use very for base adjectives. You use absolutely for strong adjectives. It is very cold. Correct. It is absolutely freezing. Correct. It was very good. Correct. It was absolutely fantastic. Correct. Think of absolutely as the turbo button for strong words.
Absolutely, absolutely terrible, absolutely tiny, absolutely delighted. This sounds so British. Absolutely brilliant. So the rule is weak plus very, strong plus absolutely. Can I swap them? Can I say absolutely good?
Technically, no. Absolutely good sounds weird. Absolutely implies a limit, a maximum. Good is not a maximum. Excellent is a maximum, so keep them in their lanes. Very base. Absolutely strong. There is one exception. Really? Really is the lazy friend who gets along with everyone. You can say really good and really fantastic. So if you are scared of making a mistake, use really. It works for everything.
Really is the universal adapter. I like that, but I want to sound advanced, so I will try to use absolutely. Okay, let's practice tired. I am very tired. What is the strong word?
The strong word is exhausted. I am exhausted, so can you say very exhausted?
No, that is the trap. I have to say, I am absolutely exhausted. Or just, I am exhausted.
Perfect, or I'm shattered, UK slang, or I'm beat, US slang, but exhausted is the standard strong adjective. What about dirty? My car is very dirty. The strong word is filthy. Your shoes are filthy, take them off. So, my car is absolutely filthy.
Filthy, filthy, and the opposite. Very clean. The kitchen is very clean.
The strong word is spotless. No spots, her house is spotless. The hotel room was absolutely spotless.
Spotless? That is a great word. It sounds perfect. Okay, I feel like I have a toolkit now. Instead of very, I am going to pause and search for the power word. But Michael, what if I forget the power word? What if my brain freezes and I only remember big? Is it better to say very big or to stop and say, ooh, huge?
Fluency is about flow. If you forget huge, just say very big or really big and keep talking. Don't freeze for 10 seconds searching for a fancy word. Very big is not a crime, it's just boring. Silence is worse than boring. But in writing, or when you have time to think, upgrade your vocabulary.
Okay, flow first, style second. I want to ask about angry. He was very angry. We said furious earlier, right? He was absolutely furious.
Yes, furious is the best one, also livid. He was livid, but furious is safer and more common. And for very funny, the joke was very funny. Hilarious. That movie is hilarious. He is absolutely hilarious. If you say he is very funny, I smile. If you say he is hilarious, I expect to laugh until I cry. Strong adjectives set higher expectations.
Hilarious, like hilarity. Okay, let's do a quick translation game. I will give you a very phrase and you give me the absolutely phrase. I am very hungry. The house is very expensive. The story is very interesting.
I am very hungry, I am starving, or absolutely starving. The house is very expensive, the house is exorbitant, formal or priceless, positive. But usually for negative cost we just say ridiculously expensive. Actually, a better strong adjective for crowded full is packed, but for hungry starving. The story is very interesting. The story is fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.
Starving and fascinating. I use starving a lot when I miss lunch. I'm starving. I didn't realize it was a strong adjective, so I can't say very starving.
Nope, I'm very starving sounds wrong. I'm absolutely starving, or I'm really starving. You are catching on fast. In part 2, we are going to look at advanced pairs. Things like very confused, baffled, very scary, terrifying. And we will talk about the word quite, because quite is a chameleon. Sometimes it means a little, and sometimes it means very. It is very confusing.
Quite, yes, the British people love that word. It's quite good. Does that mean good or bad? I never know. I am ready for part 2. Let's get absolutely pumped. Can I say that?
You can say pumped, slang for excited. I'm absolutely pumped. See you in part 2. Fin delaparte 1. Quiersque gener la parte 2 turnos 31 a 60. Tema. Stop saying very good. Part 2. Advanced pairs. Quite slang duracin parte 2. 15 minutos aprox. Welcome back to part 2. We have mastered the basics: boiling, freezing, starving. Now let's look at the emotions that are a bit more complex. Let's talk about fear. The movie was very scary. I was very afraid. These are okay, but they are childish. What are the power words for fear?
I know scared, but very scared, maybe terrified. I was terrified. And for the object, the movie was terrifying.
Correct, terrified feeling, terrifying cause. I am terrified of spiders. That height is terrifying. Another great one is petrified. This comes from petra, rock, stone. It means you are so scared you cannot move. You are turned to stone. I was absolutely petrified.
Petrified, scared stiff. I like that visual. What about confusion? I am very confused. I usually say this when grammar gets hard. I'm so confused. Is there a smarter word?
The smart word is baffled. I was completely baffled by the instructions. It implies you are confused and maybe a little frustrated because it makes no sense. Another one is perplexed. He looked perplexed. But baffled is the best one for daily conversation. I'm baffled as to why he did that.
Baffled, it sounds like buffalo. I'm absolutely baffled. Okay, what about surprise? I was very surprised. Amazed, shocked.
Yes, amazed equals very surprised in a good way. Like wow, shocked equals very surprised in a bad or neutral way. Like oh no, I was amazed by the view, beautiful. I was shocked by the price. Expensive. Don't say I was shocked by the flowers unless the flowers were ugly or dead. A very strong word for amazed is astounded. I was absolutely astounded.
Astounded. That sounds very sophisticated. Okay, Michael, you promised to explain the word quite. This word drives me crazy. My British friend said, the food was quite good. I thought he liked it, but he didn't eat it. Then my American friend said, the food was quite good, and he ate everything. What is happening?
This is the transatlantic trap. In American English, quite usually means very. It's quite cold equals it's very cold. In British English, quite usually means a little bit or fairly. It is a limiter. It's quite good equals it's okay but not great. It is the famous British understatement. If a British person says, I'm quite tired, they might be exhausted. But if they say the meal was quite nice, they probably hated it slightly.
That is impossible to navigate. How do I know which one they mean? Do I need to check their passport?
You check their intonation. If the voice goes up, it was quite good. High energy, they liked it. If the voice goes flat or down, it was quite good. Low energy, they didn't like it. Also, here is a grammar hack for the word quite. If you use it with a base adjective good, nice, interesting, it means a little bit. It was quite interesting. Not amazing, but if you use it with a strong adjective, it means completely absolutely. It was quite impossible. Absolutely impossible. She was quite exhausted. Completely exhausted.
Wait, so, quite good equals a little good. Quite amazing equals absolutely amazing. English, why do you do this to me?
I know it's cruel. Quite flips its meaning depending on the adjective next to it. My advice for a learner, avoid using quite until you are C1 level. Use pretty instead. It was pretty good. Everyone understands this means okay, good. It was really good. Everyone understands this means very good. Leave quite to the confusing British people for now.
Deal, I will stick to pretty and really. It was pretty confusing. Wait, baffled. I was baffled. Okay, let's talk about collocations. Sometimes words are married. You can't just separate them. You mentioned bitterly cold. Why bitterly? Bitter is a taste, like lemon or coffee.
Yes, but in weather bitterly describes a sharp, painful cold. It is bitterly cold today. You can't say bitterly hot. For hot, we say boiling hot or scorching hot. Other famous marriages. Highly likely, not very likely, deeply unhappy or deeply sorry. For emotions, I am deeply sorry for your loss. Not very sorry, widely available. Not very available.
Deeply sorry. That sounds sincere. Highly recommend. I hear that one too. I highly recommend this book. Can I say strongly recommend?
Yes, strongly recommend is also correct, but highly recommend is the most common pair. Think of these like puzzle pieces. When you learn the word recommend, learn its partner highly. When you learn cold, learn bitterly. Don't learn words alone. Learn them in couples.
Learning in couples, got it. Now let's get messy. Slang, street language. If I say very good on the street, I sound like a textbook robot. What do young people say? Cool, awesome.
Awesome is the classic American slang for very good. That movie was awesome. But if you want to sound current, sick. Yes, it means ill, but slang means great. That car is sick. Insane. Crazy. The party was insane. Very good, wild. Incredible, and for very bad, it sucks. Verb, the movie sucks. It was trash or garbage. Nouns used as adjectives.
The movie was trash. That is harsh and sick. Your shoes are sick. I have to be careful not to offer them medicine. What about crazy? The traffic was crazy. Does that mean very bad?
It means chaotic or intense. It was a crazy day. Very busy. The prices are crazy. Very high. Crazy is a fantastic general intensifier. It works for almost any extreme situation.
Okay, I have a list of power words. Terrified slash terrifying, baffled, amazed slash shocked, bitterly cold, highly recommend, sick slash insane. Now, Michael, I have a challenge. I am going to tell you a short story using very. I want you to interrupt me and translate it into advanced English. Are you ready?
I am ready. I am pumped. Go ahead.
Yesterday, I went to a very good restaurant.
Stop. Yesterday, I went to a fantastic or superb restaurant.
The food was very tasty,
Stop. The food was delicious or exquisite.
but the waiter was very bad. He was very angry.
Stop. The waiter was terrible or awful. He was furious or rude.
I was very sad about the service, but the dessert was very big.
Stop. I was disappointed or upset about the service, but the dessert was huge or massive.
So in the end, I was very happy.
Stop. So in the end, I was delighted or thrilled.
Wow, that sounded so much better. I went to a fantastic restaurant. The waiter was awful, but the dessert was massive, so I was delighted. It sounds like a story, not a list of facts.
Exactly. That is the power of vocabulary. You engage the listener's imagination. One final warning, Sarah, don't overuse these words. If everything is amazing, then nothing is amazing. If every coffee is fantastic, you look fake. Save the strong adjectives for when you really mean them. Use good for normal things. Use fantastic for special things.
Balance, got it. My coffee this morning was good, but this podcast is fantastic. Is that a correct usage?
That is the perfect usage. And I am flattered. Thank you for listening, everyone. Your homework, pick one strong adjective like filthy or baffled and use it today. Just one. See you in the next episode.
Bye everyone, have an awesome day. Fin del episodiocomplito. Turnos 1 a 60 completados. Duración total 30 minutos.